The importance of tight transitions starts from the very beginning of the semester. Even when we're doing our introductory games and getting familiar with each other, because that determines how much time we have for wiggle room for other things. And the best way for us to get through what I need us to get through is to be able to transition when and how it needs to happen. Now that everybody is logged in, correct? Quick thumbs up if you are logged in and you see where it says start or you press start. All right, hands down. I'm going to give you the rest of class, next 10 minutes or so, to figure it out. You are on your own. Click start. You may talk quietly with your neighbor. If the person to your right doesn't know, ask the person to your left. Your goal is to figure out what you can figure out. Capiche? All right, get to it. So for classroom management, it definitely starts with having a good rapport with the scholars. But then another thing that came from my stage name and being a performer is respect the mic. As a poet, a lot of times somebody's talking while somebody else is on the microphone. Somebody will shout out, respect the mic. And when I first got in the classroom, that was the first thing that came to my mind. It's like, hey, I'm on the microphone right now. You got to respect the mic. And so I turned that into when they had to say respect. And it also helps instill that, remember, it's not just about me being me being picky about it. It's like, no, you're showing respect to whoever has a mic, whether that's me or another scholar. And so I'll do something like the mic check where I'll say respect the mic, and they say respect, and that's when they should snap to attention and, check out what is it that I'm trying to get you to hear. Respect the mic.
Respect.
Respect the mic. Respect the mic.
Respect.
Respect the mic.
Respect.
All right, respect the mic.
Respect.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Good.
Cool. Another call response we do, we have quite a few at our school that are normed across the board. So Capiche, Capash, or Kendezi Bees, we're listening. And they just know that, all right, I need to pay attention, or I need to tell the person next to me to stop talking and turn their head. And that helps, again, accountability can then go across the board. So anybody get past level 3 yet? Just quick show. Oh, so y'all know what you're doing. That's my time, right? All right, as promised, I will stop talking. Go ahead and stop the timer. And then the timer is cool because I feel like it keeps me sharp because I have to race and make sure that I'm doing everything I need to do in a 7-minute window. And I try to beat my time here and there and make sure I cover everything that they need to know. And they get to hold me accountable in a way, which a lot of scholars say they don't get the opportunity often to hold their teachers accountable. And so it kind of lessens the power dynamic, which I think helps, again, beat out some of the behavior issues that I would potentially be having if they feel like, oh, but I can say something to Miss Rica. And of course, it's done respectfully, but it's like, I get to tell her to stop talking. And it's like, yeah, you're right, you earned it, and now you get to go do your own thing. And they also know that I'm serious about it. So if I say, just give me 7 minutes, I take those 7 minutes, I maximize it, and then if I need more time with anybody, I'll take those particular scholars. But then they know they have the rest of that time to work diligently on their task at hand. When you call a function, then you call it back.
When you call a function, then you call it back.
I tell you that's a loop, and baby, that's a fact.
I tell you that's a loop, and baby, that's a fact.
I like it. Let's do it one more time.
I think one of the reasons that students at Kendezi really respond to Ms. Rica in the way that she teaches is she is always relatable, whether it's to a student in 2nd grade or some of our toughest middle school students. They find something in the way that she introduces the concepts and skills to be something that they can relate to. She's always bringing something in that really makes the students engage and want to learn more from her.
But building relationships with my scholars, it just happens really organically. And I used to think that it was just because we have computers in the room, but I'm starting to realize that more it's because I speak with them instead of speaking at them. And I actually give them a space to express themselves, and if they have something that's pressing they want to discuss, I don't mind pausing from a lesson to talk about life, or to pull one scholar maybe to the side and have that conversation. And it makes it easier when they're actually struggling with something like a problem or a puzzle, because they know that if we can talk about life, then we can definitely talk about math or reading.